Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm going to do a quick little update video on here for you guys. And on our 2023 Frontier build here, a couple months ago, I installed a oil catch can. I'll pop the hood open in a minute and you can see that. But what I want to do in this video is see how much this thing is actually picking up. Because like I said, it's been 2 months. I drive roughly around 1,000 kilometers a month. I'm up here in Canada. So right around 2, maybe a little more. And it'll just give me an idea, and you guys can see how much this thing will pick up. So I know whether I need to keep an eye on it, maybe even in between oil changes, because the truck, I bought the lifetime oil change package when I got the truck. It was like 500 bucks. And as long as the truck is still alive, whether I own it or someone else owns it in the future, this thing, if you bring it to the dealership, free oil changes. So I've actually never had to do the oil myself, but obviously part of that package, they're not going to look at the catch can. So if I can see how much it's picking up, I'm going to have an idea whether to empty it maybe in between every oil change, every 2, every 3, we'll see what it's picking up. And then keep in mind, the truck's got obviously a bunch of stuff done to it, which does put a little more load on the engine. So it might be picking up slightly more than your stock truck would. But again, just give you guys an idea of what's what. So let's pop open the hood and we'll take a look. And now I've got asked this in some previous videos as well, what hood struts I have on the truck. And they are the Z1 Off-Road. I forget what they're exactly called. They're extension struts, because you can see just how wide this thing opens up. With the stock ones, this thing actually stopped like way down here. So if you're trying to work under your engine bay, you got the top of your head, depending on your height, banging around on your hood. You pop those things on, takes like 2 minutes, and a night and day difference it makes. But enough of that for today's video. Again, the guys over at J&L, they sent this out a couple months ago. We got it on the truck. Super easy install for that as well. I'll drop the link. You can go and check it out. But we're going to open it up. And now, obviously, my truck's been sitting in the garage for a while. The engine's cooled down. If you're going to do this while it's hot, don't burn yourself. This is aluminum. It won't pick up a bunch of heat, but it can still pick up a bit. And you don't want to burn yourself on stuff. Also, keep in mind, you can see I got 2. It looks like 2 catch cans. These guys make an extension for theirs. And especially in colder climates, this thing's going to pick up a lot more than it would in warmer climates. So they make a little extension. You can go basically twice as long before you got to empty this thing out. But I don't want to spill this on the ground, so I'm going to use 2 hands. But you can see it unthreads just like a bolt. You twist it, the mount and everything and the lid and all the hoses stay in place. You can just remove the actual can itself. All right, so we've got it off, and hopefully in the light you guys can see that black oil in a black container. It's kind of hard to see, but as you can see, it's actually got quite a bit in there for just 2,000 on the truck. I would say holding it up flat, it's probably about as high as the little grooves here, your grip on the bottom of this thing. So quite a bit. Obviously, at this point, I wouldn't need the second portion. But again, that's only 2,000 If you're driving and you're going between oil changes, some people, I tend to do mine around 6,000 to 8,000 kilometers. A lot of people go further. Everybody has their own opinion. You do what you want to do, but I usually go around 6. And with the oil package on the truck, it's either every 8,000 kilometers or 6 months. So I usually do it every 6 months because I don't drive that much in this truck. But again, it's caught enough to fill up to about here. And now people saying this thing is a waste of money. Obviously, you can see right here in the video, it is catching everything. It's stopping it from getting sucked back into your engine. Yes, it would burn off, but of course, over time, you're going to build up some grime and gunk in there. And you know what? For a couple $100 from these guys, put this on your truck. It's going to catch it. Of course, it might not catch everything. You might still get a little bit going through, but in this video, you can see just how much it actually has. So it's definitely working. And I mentioned I'm not going to dump this because I want to see how much we actually catch between oil changes. So this is going to be on there for another probably 2-3 months. And then I'll see what I'm doing. I got a big road trip coming on, so we're going to have a long highway drive. And then I've got a few off-roading trips with some buddies coming up too, which is more of a slow crawl. And anybody who's been off-road, you know how it goes. Sometimes you got to give her a little bit of gas, and then just climbing up and down hills puts a lot of strain on the engine. And of course, the more strain you put on, the more everything's going to be pumping, and this thing's going to pick up even more. So again, keep in mind, I got all these mods. We got the bigger tires, the steps, the rack, the tent, a few goodies underneath, a few more goodies coming in future videos. So don't make sure to miss that. You want to like and subscribe so you don't. And then we will see exactly how much this thing catches. But I'm going to say if it's 2,000 here, probably by the time my oil changes up, it would almost fill. I bet you it would almost fill this bottom container. So it is a good thing that they give you the extension here, especially if you're like me and you're going to only empty this between oil changes. Then you don't want to have this filled up, and then you're sucking just oil straight back into your engine. So that's a big no-no. But again, now you kind of see how much this thing can catch. And then just as you took it off, plop it down in here, get it up, thread it on, nice and easy. Make sure that you don't get any dust or dirt or anything on the threads, because you don't want anything stuck in there. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but it's just going to be a pain in the butt when you try to take it off later. And again, you get this on, swap my hands here, and you don't need to Hulk this thing on. Just get it tight till the rubber washer squishes, and you'll feel it. You can kind of get a feel for it when you're tightening it in person. Obviously, you guys can't see that on video, but once it's kind of snug, grab it and just give it like a little turn there, a little torque, just some finger torque, and she ain't gonna go anywhere. So there you go, guys. Just a quick update on the catch can for the Frontiers. Hopefully it gives you an idea, like I said, if you want to pick one up for yourself or not. I recommend it because you can see firsthand it is actually doing something. Some people say it's not worth it, but put it on. It's cheap. Whether it's worth it or not, nobody really knows. So what's the harm in putting it on? It's not going to wreck anything. It's catching all that oil that you could see and keeping the engine fresher for longer life, longer everything. But we actually have something in store for the engine. It'll be the first mod for the engine. I'm going to do a little bit of a test. It may or may not help with fuel economy, for all you guys wondering. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you like this video, share with your friends. Tell them to come and check out the channel. Go back and check out all the other stuff on the truck. We've got more coming, like I said. And everything mod-wise, links to everything is all in the description. And if you want to see videos of how it's installed and how it all works and using it out in the wild, go back and check out those videos because it's all on the channel. But for now, like I said, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and hopefully we catch you in a future video.